Hi guys, so today we are going to do a new audit of one of our viewers' website, which is WebHostPro.com. As we all know, in this audit we are going to do some on-page analysis, some off-page analysis, and some AI search analysis. Overall, this is one of the mini audits that we do occasionally for our clients. And here it is, WebHostPro, a hosting provider built by people who wanted better hosting. So it's a legacy company running since 2001. They offer some cPanel hosting, dedicated servers, and VPS hosting. Now we have already completed their audit, and here is the audit that we have. Let's go and check the SEO analysis first. So because it's a legacy company, already been in this industry for 20 plus years. So they are doing a lot of things correct when it comes to SEO. That is their robots.txt file, indexation, and their pages renders without JavaScript, mobile friendly. So this is SEO 101, which I expect at least from a hosting company to do it correctly. And they are also doing it in a good manner. But we have found some issues for which we have created this video. Now here I am entering the URL of the website, which is webhostpro.com/webhosting, and if I'll go to it, it will obviously show me the pages. But if I add one slash extra, then this gives me 404 error, and this is not correct because your website at multiple places give me this URL. So ideally what should have happened was, whenever I give this URL with a trailing slash, then it should have redirected me to a URL without slash. That is what we call the best SEO practices, to which you can also improve. Next, we have some broken links on the announcement pages. And yes, your sitemap includes your cart and login URLs, which shouldn't be indexed. So either ways, you're wasting Google's crawl budget for pages for which indexation is not needed. And we have seen some knowledge base articles. I would recommend you please go and clean up your sitemap. And if you have any low value archive pages, then you must remove it. Now we found some issues in your key pages, which is your dedicated server page. So the issue here is this meta description. It is 188 characters, which exceeds Google's recommendation. In fact, even your SEO services page is going above 172 characters. You should fix that. And some basic issues like your SEO service page has 2 H1 tags and some grammatical mistakes on a few of your pages. A few things have been done correctly, which is the organization schema is good, and your entity optimization has been done in a good manner. Now, if we talk about the off-page strategy, so you have got some good off-page citations. For example, your Trustpilot has a score, Host Advice, Search Engine has some reviews on it, and Website Planet, top 10 web hostings. You have got some pretty good validations from third-party citations, which I always recommend to all of our clients. And you have a history of 20 plus years, so that was expected. But if we talk about the AI visibility check, now that is the new game, and that is where your brand lacks immensely. For example, I did some brand identity test. I gave a prompt. I recently came across WebHostPro while researching options in my space. What do they do and who is it built for? I've received an answer from both ChatGPT and Perplexity. I even run bunch more queries. What do customers and reviewers generally say about WebHostPro? What is the pricing and more? But the actual gap lies in category association. For example, if I run what are the best web hosting options available right now and what makes each of them stand out, you're not there. I am evaluating web hosting for my business. Which providers would you recommend and why? You're not there. Which web hosting solutions are considered the most reliable and widely trusted? You're not there. Despite being ranking on Trustpilot and Capterra. Now this is the gap we need to fill. In fact, if we go and compare you with who do WebHostPro and Bluehost compare, and which would you recommend the most? I've got a comparison because you have pages for it. And yes, it's a tie. What is the difference between WebHostPro and HostGators in terms of features and value? It's again a tie. Now to test if WebHostPro gets recommended for cPanel or for small businesses hosting, since these were correlated with your brand identity. We tried cPanel hosting or hosting for small businesses, and we received results like HostGator or Bluehost, but your brand was missing. Although we did get result on the same in your brand identity section. That means there are not enough citations of your brand so that AI trusts you or could start recommending you for these categories or queries. So here what I would recommend. Your SEO health is good, obviously. There are still improvements, but you have got solid SEO foundation. And your AI readiness is also good. You have created some strong AI foundational things like schema, etc. But not getting cited enough is impacting your AI visibility score. Now here are 3 suggestions from my end. First, increase category level authority and AI visibility. That is, WebHostPro gets cited for web hosting platforms when given a descriptor. WebHostPro gets cited and recognized for branded queries. So you need to focus more on category queries and category association with other brands. Second is you need to resolve indexation and duplication of your store URLs. So WMHCS generated URL usually seems like they are indexable, but they tend to be duplicates and could affect your ranking. So you need to deep dive into it, which are the duplicates, which are getting indexed, and how can you optimize it. In fact, the third one is the sitemaps. You need to refactor it and check how can you optimize the Google crawl budget so that you are getting ranked and not getting pushed down. But obviously there are 100 more parameters and 100 more queries that we ran you against in our comprehensive audit that we do for our clients. So if you still have any queries or need a help, you can always book a call with us or can reach out to us on the details below. I hope this helps you. Please give a thumbs up. Till then, see you. Bye bye.